Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, transliteration, our Father.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, just the same. YHWH, 4 letters found in Dead Sea Scroll caves. Romans 10:13, whoever so calls on that name, the same shall be saved. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive these debtors. Stultifying us creditors, Esau playing editor, defacing artifacts, showing true Jews had melanin. Finna call Chris Hansen in to catch these spiritual predators who pervert depictions of the Son of Man's skin. But let the dust settle in and await for Yahuah Shai to crack that dome as the sweetest metronome. To hear that so far from the sky, praying for forgiveness of sin. Ain't no retry. I'm praying that that gulf in the end isn't so far between you and I. I'm praying for 12 tribes to combine under the commandments of the Most High. As I face the east and say his prayer every sunrise.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
Now it's Shabbat Shemayim. My heart is crying. Israel is dying in sin. I am wondering, when will this horrific rule of Edomites will end? Time's prophecy. Ezekiel waves a cock at me. I rebuke them for hate speech. They want to lock up me, but there ain't no way they stopping me from dropping these bombs of truth. Chosen people worshiping Zeus, calling him Jesus. He's really Caesar. Bullshit. I prophesied to Israel. 2/3 can't hear. They are bowers, trappers, and pimps of the year. Fly guys, Benjamin be on that I. Selassie, Molly got dreads high. Not from Kwam Yasha'Allah. Birds fly up and try to holler. Arm, leg, arm, con. That spells Allah, the power. What will you do in that final hour when the sky is cracked by that woolly hair black Yahuah Shai? Gun in my face, death in my eye. Life or death, live or die. Murdered by my own con. Life or death, live or die. Murdered by my own con.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to Yahuah, we crying. Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
It's massive killing, boom, boom. There ain't no Thanksgiving. Yahuah willing, you will see why your words can't hurt me. You jive turkey, you've been chilling with a Edomite woman. Ate a piece of a pie, caught syphilis and genital herpes. You hate sisters, you got screwed, little mister. Not trying to dish ya, this should really uplift ya. With the ruah, if you knew what I just said, you would want to step to it. You refuse to, you a sucker. Like a hooker, you just blew it. Lollipop, and I knew it. T-Doc recordings, this crew is spiritual lyrics. Debtors wanna sue us. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, our Father which art in heaven.
As I begin to put this pen to this pad, just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. They try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Gamal Hussein.
Before our great four, we existed prior to all of you all. We inscribed our history on ancient walls. But you claim our names in your great hall of fames and gave us slave names like Smith, White, Jones, or Duval. We were intellectual giants, but that man's plan made our goals too small. But I embraced the Torah and got a total recall. Illuminous figures went to swassa a nigga. But the Black Holocaust was far worse than Hitler's. You're mayor of the city because Esau made you bigger, but to them you're still just a bigger nigga. See, food stamps, welfare, inflation got Eve on her knees. Ballers call us and bitch do these nuts like peanut butter and government cheese. So the facts are in again. E-facts, they're congressional men. Tell them to end this man-made inflation. Stop pump faking. Amalekites are not the state of Jacob, manipulating our lives with policies and pens. Satanic gin, I got our men acting thin, acting like women and the women like men. We're at the pinnacles of sin and close to the end. This truth hits them hard in the head. Just know the truth will make you mad.
Just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. Try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Gamal Hussein.
Yet I'm immortal, like time I shall kill death. I still am after everything has left. Infinity shall end before me. I touch souls like energy, repel sin of the enemy that were into me. I hope you're comprehending that their genocide is not ending me. Who, you know me? Spiritually, I'm immortal times infinity. Subconsciously, from the beginning, they mentioned me, although it was resentfully. Got a First Amendment still sent to me. When they say God synonymously, they mention me, for God in me is a facsimile. In fact, he let me call him me. We be victimized by the federal bureaucracy, sporadically happy, practically overtax me. The facts be, cause Latinos and blacks be feared, exactly. Thus, the draw of stability is a mediocrity in this land of the free. I'm only speaking the truth, yet get so much resistance. My vision's pierced through fake smokes. I see what really is and what isn't. I'm diminishing the subliminals that's deceived by some. Babylon is fallen, thy kingdom will come. Christ and I are one. The system is so crooked, they can't think straight. You can't pay attention, so you can't meditate. Replay this back, hear the facts that I've said. Just know that the truth will make you mad. The truth will make you mad. Get your mind right, King. Get your mind right. This is Yahuah's work. That's how we on it.
As I begin to put this pen to this pad, just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. They try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Gamal Hussein.
This goes out to all the righteous daughters of Zion, the striving to be a Proverbs 31 woman. A submissive red, fill this right hand. Con.
When I look into your eyes, I know it's real. That's how I know it's all a part of Yah's will. Raising my offspring with tender love and care. Around the house, sometimes I stop and stare.
My heart's burning passion for you dissolves my desire for any other woman I previously lust. I may have wanted to hold our telepathy and your connection to me, respectively, renders you the perfect mate that resonates straight from my soul. I have scrolled through holy scrolls, wrote notes and composed some core poems, but when I enter your center, I eventually fold the page, then pray to Yahuah, raise you from your stage of these modernized ways. I asked him to save your true beauty just for me. From that day, God bless me, and this is my essay that reveals pictures of us in detail, like an x-ray. Christ's message through me flourished your essence. Through repentance and acceptance, you became my blessing. We are forwardly stepping onward with biblical lessons. You are essential like the breath of me, not secondary. We are one that makes you vital like my health to me. I'm speaking spiritually to carnal minds existing in the secondary. Submissive red, submissive red.
That's how I know it's all a part of Yah's will. Raising my offspring with tender loving care. Around the house sometimes I stop and stare. Prepare my meals with them spices and herbs. I'm in love with the way you serve. Really appreciate everything you do. Living proof of Proverbs 18:22. Submissive real. Submissive real. That you will.
The 3/4 of our body that I chose is publicly covered modestly with clothes. By the Spirit of Christ, she was touched and arose from the valley of dry bones in New York ghettos into the entity of me. She is in me and me and she. We be over rainbows, conversing with angels about Malik, Tamika, Maria, and Ramos. The reason I named those is because they're too blind to see how Satan games goes. I am that I am. She be one with me. Psalms 82 verse 6 says, God, I be prehistoric. We before history, yet we remain a mystery because the system hid our history from her children, she and me. Now for most to discern the facts from the fiction is at Esau's accord, but facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. I am the factor. I am here and after the storm, after the laughter. Now I'm after you. You'd better stop feminizing too. Sister, you'd better run after Yahuah the master. Run, you better run faster. The system got you running for president. Shaklack, wrong color. You should not have ran black. Once you sold your soul, you can never run back. Submissive red.
Raising my offspring with tender love and care. Around the house sometimes I stop and stare. Prepare my meals with them spices and herbs. I'm in love with the way you serve. Really appreciate everything you do. Living proof of Proverbs 18:22. Submissive real. Submissive real. That you will.
Shout out to Stefan the Don, man. Hide your car up. Don't let him get that car, man. Keep it locked up in the gate, man. Stefan the Don, watch out. Oh, yo, they coming, son. Yo, they coming, Stefan, watch out.
The bills, throw them in the trash cans, turn that into a remittance. Contact a hunt, tell the doctor.
Stop acting like a debtor, man. Get this right now as Yahuah should be.
Species of money. Debt is the weapon.
Become accredited, but not
Otherwise, that's a remittance. Go and look it up. Secure legal lease, run legal lease. Get out of debt.
And death is like death is not true. We live in U.S. a corporation. It's a debtor's prison. And death is like death is not true. We live in U.S. a corporation. It's a debtor's prison. And death is like death is not true. We live in U.S. a corporation. It's a debtor's prison. I wrote this for Stefan and everybody they had. In commercial warfare, death takes you nowhere. Like a hobo in a subway, you sit there, no fair. Vietnam stare, flat tire, no spare. Social media, she bear all. Corporations doing all of your. Like a hooker, contract took her sanity. Ravished by her vanity, responded like a debtor. Wow, with profanity. See, in this land of the free, they moved the law from the land to sea. Gold French flags, my country has abandoned me. I suffer from aphasia, planning to fail because I got a plan B. And death is like death is not truly living. And death is like death is not truly living. U.S. a corporation, it's a debtor's prison. And death is like death is not truly living. U.S. a corporation, it's a debtor's prison. And death is like death is not truly living. U.S. a corporation, it's a debtor's prison. Gold fringe flags and war courts, no cash. Banksters' wives got Birkin bags. Undercover cops take your drug stash. They say that the Lord's dirty cops have no class. Money low, she gets smashed. Scream rape, then she brags. No currency is killing me. A locked up divorcee. Child support, lynching spree by federal bureaucracies. These debts may be the death of me. Contracts deprive me of my sovereignty. Contact Kahan, become an SPC. Secure party credit, it's the truth. It makes you free.
Secure party credit, man, it's the way to get out of debt, man. They're about to foreclose on you, about to take your home. UCC 3-603B, man. If I send them a commercial presentment and they keep it, there's settlement and closure. If they refuse it, there's settlement and closure. Because in 1933, Franklin Delano Roosevelt took away the gold and silver. We have no ability to be able to pay our debt, so we discharge it for settlement and closure. Go and look it up. UCC 3-603B. Look up House Joint Resolution 192. Look up Public Law 73 cent. This is right now, it's revealed. Kahan has a dock, so no set. That's how we on it. Debt is their weapon. I'm out.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Let's get someone to read something for the Torah, since it is a Shabbat. Oh, please, don't all you guys read at once. I can hardly hear you. So many people reading, man.
God.
Look, got it. Pick your head up, Ben. Pick your head up, Benny. Good thought. You send that brother that bed? A baby bed?
Con. It was a Gerber one.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 9, start at verse 1. Then the Supreme Elohim said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Supreme Elohim of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of the Supreme Elohim is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Supreme Elohim shall sever between the cattle of Yasharallah and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Yasharallah. And the Supreme Elohim appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Supreme Elohim shall do this thing in the land. And the Supreme Elohim did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Yasharallah died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of Yasharallah dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. The Supreme Elohim Yahuah said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward heaven and in the sight of Pharaoh. And it shall become a small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 10, And they took ashes of the furnace, and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And the supreme Elohim hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the supreme Elohim had spoken unto Moses. And the supreme Elohim said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the supreme Elohim Yahuah of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, and I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name be declared throughout all the earth. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go? Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send thereof now, and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of Yahuah among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of the supreme Elohim left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the supreme Elohim said unto Moses, Stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the supreme Elohim sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground. And the supreme Elohim rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Yasharallah were, there was no hail. And Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time. The supreme Elohim is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Entreat the supreme Elohim, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer. And Moses said unto him, As soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the supreme Elohim, and the thunder shall cease. Neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know that the earth is the supreme Elohim's. But as far as thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not yet fear the supreme Elohim Yahuah. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bald. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands unto the supreme Elohim, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Yasharallah go. And the supreme Elohim had spoken by Moses.
Anyone have anything they would like to bring out? The great, magnificent, brilliant General Yashabi?
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. You honor me. You honor me with your words. I'm not worthy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, and really, I mean, I can really just give Mosar all credit where it's due. Every day that we wake up really is a good day, and it is what you make it, despite whatever challenges may come forth, especially uh, nowadays with you know um, the signs of the times, man. There are things that are going on in the alphabet groups and things that are being pushed on society, and yet we are still called to show forth and be men. So this is what we made for. We're made to be strong and be very, very courageous. So anything earned, as a man is well worth the fight in the end. But you gotta keep your head up. You gotta stay in it, stay faithful. Keep the Most High first, and all the other stuff will work itself out. Especially over here in T Dot. Yeah, that's really all I want to.
There he is. Elon Mitchell, reincarnated. The great Nefertari. Ali's a good dude, man. I can't front on him, man. Good dude, Nefertari. Excuse me, I called him Ali. My bad. Nefertari. Anyone else? What about the impregnable Kadar? Or you can't have ice without this man right here, justice, man. Any of you? What about the great Benaya? Prep school boy.
Shabbat Shalom, Akim, Akwatham. Uh, have few words, but what I would say is for everyone, if you're going through something, hold on. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Remain in the scriptures. Remain connected to the body, and the Most High will guide you through all those issues. Shabbat Shalom.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. Don't take days for granted, and don't ever get to a point where you think you have nothing else to learn. Because every day you wake up is a new day. That's the only thing that's really new under the sun. It's the new day you're experiencing. So take advantage of it. What do you think you? And along with that, don't get washed away by the ways of this world. The scriptures tell us to be separate from the world and don't be confined into the thinking of this world. Thinking, turns into action. So stay in the scriptures, stay prayed up, and always have faith in Hamashiach Yahusha. And to those that are listening in, stay tuned. Don't be here and then gone, just pop up and stuff like that. But Shabbat Shalom.
Come.
I just want to say all praises due to our forefathers, Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob. All praises due to all my brothers and to everyone here. Just want to say intelligence over emotion. I obey, always remain humble, strive to be a better you. If your brothers let you know where you fall short at, take that as that wisdom to help you make you better, and you strive to embrace that, embody that, and be strong, be that king, be that rib that you are designed to be that humble servant, and to strive, just just to bask in the glory of the Most High. He made you after His image and after His own likeness. You know, to be supreme, to be great. Let your glory just prevail on phenomenal levels. And with that, I yield. Shalom.
Is there anyone else? What happened to Fernando? I sent the brother the link. Please don't tell me this brother's out with his when Saban, he just admitted he was out with his red. Just said it. Then they always think they could justify that, saying, well, I'm not doing such and such yet. Well, either you're all right or you're not right at all. You can't do this halfway, man. So we're going to talk about how the Most High is sovereign tonight. And to show you how the laws of the Most High are in direct intervention with these laws, statutes, codes, rules, regulations that they, one of justice's favorite words, impose upon us. But we have to understand this stuff in order for it to work for us. Got to study, we got to read. Mama Kane's in the building. So with that being said, first we want to cover some scriptures showing that the Most High, in fact, is sovereign. Look at Ephesians chapter 1, verse 11. Someone pull that precept, please.
Come on, I got you. Book of Ephesians chapter 1, verse 11.
He's been around long enough to be on these calls now. Eric White.
Oh, God.
Make you go,
Book of Ephesians chapter 1, verse 11. In whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
Mm-hmm. So can someone, let's get the College Board to interpret that. What is he saying there? Prep school guy?
I'm a little lost on that one.
Read it again, General Yashipin. Seems pretty forward. In him we have obtained an inheritance. In who? In Yahushua.
Christ.
Having been predestined, it was already predetermined according to the purpose of him who works all things, according to the purpose of the Most High, to the counsel of his will. It means whatever he say, he will into existence. He just says be, and it is. A prep school, college, computer scientist like you don't understand that? Come on, man. Man, your head must have been somewhere else. Go ahead, up. Next precept, man. Romans 8 and 28. By the way, this is going live on Rumble, and I wanted to remind everyone that hasn't signed up, the webinar was supposed to take place last weekend, will be this weekend. So go ahead and sign up if you haven't signed up, man. Go ahead and sign up if you haven't signed up, man, already, man. Where's it's the Shabbat. David Davis not on here. That could possibly mean that man's lit. Anyone care to give him a call? Ricky Davis, you've been summoned. Bible study. Book of Romans. Someone got that precept?
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahuah, to them who are the called according to his purpose.
So that means the Most High weaves everything together for the good of his children. Yasha Allah. See, the good in the context that this word is used right here doesn't mean like the earthly comfort, but it means the conformity to Hamashiach. Read verse 29. Prove it. His closer fellowship with him.
For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
Mm-hmm. Come on. From there, let's get the book of Matthew 10 and 29. Remember that little short guy that used to be around called himself Matthew with the long dreads?
Come on.
He had a Napoleon complex, man. Stretch him out, man. Stretch his hair out. His hair was longer than him.
Yeah, for real.
Come.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 29. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father?
Wow. So sparrows, what does he mean by that? Because sparrows are customarily thought of as the smallest of creatures, right? And the penny in the time of the Romans was one of the least valuable coins, right? So Yahuah is sovereign over the entire earth. So the most insignificant event, since the Heavenly Father gave contrast and he has the sovereign supervision over everything, that some people may seem to be insignificant, but he created everything for a purpose and a reason. Everything has its own mission, its own purpose, everything on this earth. Colossians 1, verse 16. Colossians 1 and 16.
Book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 16. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven, and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
That's pretty simple and straightforward. Book of Yeshaya, Isaiah 45, verse 7 through 9.
The book of Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahuah, do all these things. Verse 8. Drop down, ye heavens from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahuah, have created it. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou? Or thy work? He hath no hands.
Someone interpret that, please. Let's interpret that. Let the college priest interpret it.
How can the creation speak up to its maker? Woe unto him who striveth with his maker. Well, destruction unto those that strive against the Most High, that go against His law, statute, commandments. Shall the clay, shall the creation itself say to him that brought forth the life into the clay, that brought forth the life into Adam, why, Most High, why, what makest thou? What is your purpose? What is your purpose, or the works that you do in this earth? Why are you striving against the Most High? You're His creation. It doesn't work like that. Destruction unto those.
Come. So the Most High is starving. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Listen to the preachers. Solomon. Proverbs 16 and 33. Book of Proverbs 16, verse 33.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of Yahuah.
Someone interpret that one.
Well, it says the lot is cast into the lap, meaning that it is, separated or divvied up, but the whole thing, whether it's in the lap or not, whether it's been cast or not, everything is of the Most High.
From there, let's go to the book of Job 42, verse 2.
The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 2. I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee.
What does that mean?
It's basically just telling you that Most High can do any and everything, and nothing that goes on in your mind can be hidden from Him.
Lamentations 3 and 37 through 39.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 37 through 39. Who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass, when Yahuah commandeth it not? Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good? Wherefore doth a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins?
What is he saying there?
Most High allows both evil and good things to occur to us. Wherefore doth a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins. You sitting there complaining, you getting punished. The Most High allowed it.
Book of Acts 4 and 27 through 28.
The book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 27. For of a truth against the holy child Yahusha, whom thou hast anointed, both Herod and Pontius Pilate, with the Gentiles and the people of Yasha Allah, were gathered together, for to do whatsoever thy hand and thy counsel determined before to be done.
Right? These scripture are all in parables. What does that mean?
Khan, basically we're saying that everything that was the truth about Hamashiach, about him being anointed, how Herod, Pontius Pilate, and the Gentiles, they all were gathered together against him. It was already spoken of, and how the Most High had determined it, had allowed it.
Understand that that's his doing, even though they think they are, coming together and doing that thing. That's the Most High's doing.
Come.
Ephesians 1 verse 4.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 1 and verse 4. According as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
What does that mean?
Before the world was built, he already had a plan for us. And what that plan was is that we should be holy, means set apart, and without blame and or guilt before him in love, in his word. Like being complete in him.
Okay, let's talk about law, the Most High, and law. In law, in legalese, what does the word "is" denote? In law, what does the word "is" denote?
It's an exact description of something to be exact.
What about the great Justice, man? Justice Rahim. Justice Rahim, to let you all know, man, Justice Rahim was playing ping pong text with me, man, over the past 2 days, man. Told me while I was traveling, I was talking to him in legalese. I don't think he quite got it. But you know me, man, always speaking parables. I'm like that Harvard lawyer that never went to a Harvard law school. I know more than most of them. Most people don't understand when I'm speaking. Seriously, they don't understand. I told him suits. He didn't understand what I was talking about, so maybe he'll figure it out.
I definitely didn't know. I was like, what?
Yeah, you gotta go on Netflix. There's a series called Suits. You understand what I'm talking about? And there was a guy in there that he had a photogenic memory. He never went to law school, but he was helping people that was trying to get into law school pass the bar exam by taking it for him, disguising himself as them. And he managed to talk his way into this law firm. And the only ones that they would actually employ was the Harvard lawyers. But this guy got in, never went to law school. He just read, like me, studied books. And he was pretty much sharper than all of them. He just didn't know their procedures. I didn't watch the whole thing. It's a whole long series, but I imagine once he learned the procedures, it's probably going to take over. And this is what I keep telling people Most lawyers do not know law, they know procedure. But the stuff that you guys learn here, shut them down. Because I've had people that talk to briefcases that don't know what a corpus delicti is.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a wow to you guys because you guys know you're really learning the law, but they're learning procedure. See, in law school, you don't really learn a lot about law. You learn that once you start practicing, and then you gotta consider that lawyer is a profession just like a doctor. So they have a specialty. You can't go to a family court lawyer about a criminal case because he wouldn't know it.
Right.
You see? But you guys learn all of this over here. You can't go to some traffic attorney about some lawsuit against a corporation, contracts, because he won't know it. It's specialized. Just like a doctor. You're not gonna go to a OBGYN clinic and try to get bone surgery or a heart transplant. You understand?
Come.
That's how the law works. So in law is, I should be gave a definition. What saith you, Benai? What does the word is denote in law?
Assignment. And if something is, this is X, Y, and Z. X is equal to Y. X is exist as Y. It's denoting its existence.
Saga, let me do a little. Gully the Kid, man. We need that land in Colombia. Huh? We need that. Look, some of us, how many of you all got a passport, man? We need to travel over there. I'm serious about this, Gully the Kid. We need to travel over there and get that land, get some produce going, man. Sip it back overhead. Go tour, man. To get over there, man. It's been a few months since we mentioned that, man. I had to do it by myself, then hey, that's what it is, man. But you got quiet now.
It's a hot climate over there.
Huh?
So that's a hot climate. I want to. What kind of different crops grow over there?
Now I've been there, huh? Yeah. Cocaine is a primary thing.
It is tropical.
Tropical. Yeah.
Say the cocaine.
Yeah, but this is a state of like a state of being. You know, an exact thing.
Cut it.
I gotta renew mine. So
I don't think I ever had one.
Damn. College boy ain't got no passport? So what say if you, Kadar, take a shot and law is denotes what?
the existence of something.
Let me ask you guys this. What's the primary purpose of a woman getting into Shemaiah? What is the main thing the Most High put her here for? So a woman can understand this. How many of you guys know that? It's very simple too.
Childbearing.
No, and most of them don't do it. That comes secondary because she needs the man to do that.
To be a helpmeet.
What was that?
To be a helpmeet.
There you go. That's the primary thing. That's the first thing the Most High took. That's why she was created. The childbearing came later. So all women need to understand your primary reason of being here. You're not, and listen, no, you're not my equal. The Most High, someone get that precept. The Most High didn't say that, man. Stop trying to, and this is why a lot of women will never be happy because you're too busy trying to compete with your man, your husband. You're supposed to make him happy. See, you got your little thing you think's going on. That's not going to get you Shemayim. That's not going to, to those who understand what Shemayim is, that means heaven. That's not going to get it for you because the Most High is giving you that order. That's not something that's up for discussion. So women, you need to stop pretending you're following the scriptures and follow it or just get out of the way. That's it. Your primary purpose of being put here was to make your husband happy. If you get jealous because he gets another woman, please get to the side. Because there's nothing, when the Most High tells us not to do something, he says, thou shalt not. Right? So you getting jealous of your husband being with another woman, go and get your best friend and bring him to your husband. Because she's your best friend, right? So you and her should get along just fine. That's if your best friend is single. I'm trying to tell you women how to keep a man. All jokes aside. Bring him your best friend if she's single. You and her are already best friends. Why wouldn't you get along? Boom, there you go, sister wives. He's no longer cheating. Now he has 2 wives. That's Bible, that's scripture. Rachel and Leah, stop me where I'm lying at. I can't make this up. They was jealous of each other, but hey, it's 2 sisters. I'm not even telling you to bring your sister, bring your best friend, because now the 2 sisters are illegal. Because after the Most High created his nation, he made that sinful. In the book of Leviticus, that's fornication. The harvest laughing, but it's true. Think about it. Does this make sense? Ladies and men, right? I'm kind of veering off topic, but doesn't this make sense? If a woman has a best friend and her best friend is single and she's out, she really loves her best friend, she's looking out for her best friend's entrance, why doesn't she make her best friend her husband's wife too? Huh? Think about that, guys. She's hooked her best friend up. Everybody's happy. Can't be no threesomes. We already know that's fornication. Each other naked is fornication. Men sleeping with 2 women at once, that's fornication. We're not talking about sinful worldly Negroes. We're talking about the scriptures. And this is why a lot of these, I'm gonna hit y'all with something, man. A lot of these women on social media, they be posting publicly pretending they're not interested. Y'all know these women be hitting me up in the background. Oh, I'm intrigued by what you're saying. But on the post, she's saying something different. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You fake it. Like, some women think that I said, sis, you're wicked and you're worldly. It's not about no threesome. I mean, you look at some of these comments they leaving, huh?
That's how they be, That's how they be. You can't go against the program. Because then they like to say, oh, she's a pick-me. You know what I mean? If she agrees with what's being set forth. That's how it be.
Someone got that precept? Help me.
The book of Bereshit, Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And Yahuah, the supreme Elohim, said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
Okay, so now this is why woman was created. This is why woman was created. This is your primary, and this is why you have the word man in your name. You break it down in the Ibrit, it's ish and isha. You understand? It's man and womb man, woman. It has the man in it because you came from the man. Understand that. You're not my competitor, nor are you my equal because the scriptures don't say that. Someone got the precept that the Most High created man, a little greater than the woman. But finish what you got right there, Kadar. She's a weaker vessel.
I will make him an helpmeet for him.
I will make him a helpmeet for him. Why was a woman created now? What was her primary purpose? It was not to have children. Remember, that came as a curse. Childbearing, the pain in childbearing came as a curse, not a blessing. But this thing right here, her primary purpose for being created, and they always, oh, y'all want to serve God. Well, how can you serve the Most High if you're not doing what he's saying? He's saying your primary purpose was to be a helpmeet for your husband. He's your covering. He's your head. You like that, understand it, believe it or not. That's what it is, man. Other people don't like it, but that's what it is, man. That brother Justice, he got a blessed rib, man. If she meant everything she was saying, and she needs to come on here really. We need to give her a session where she teach these women, because a lot of women need to hear from women like that, man. They don't want to listen to the man. Why? Because how Shaitan has got them. They're really discombobulated. Let me tell you something, man. You know what my channels haven't. You guys know I should have been viral by now. You know my channels don't go viral because they don't. The media don't want women to hear strong men like me. Because women will be apt to follow a man like that. You understand what I'm saying? Women will, real women I'm talking about, will follow a man like that, and they don't want that. Why? Because women are the first nurturers and teachers of the children. They want these rebellious women out here. They always angry. Who wants to be around a woman like that, man? You're supposed to bring me joy and peace. The scriptures say you're supposed to be a man's console. Television is not his console. You're supposed to be at. But if you already have a screw face, you always have a screw face. Listen, man, it's not long before that man replace you. Understand, sis? Nobody wants to be around that. No matter how beautiful you are, no matter how bad your body is, your attitude. You have anger issues. And it came from your childhood. The single parenting. Nobody wants to be around that, man. Wants to be content. You're supposed to bring, you know, other thing in relationships, man. People come in a relationship thinking about what they could get from it instead about what they could give. Think about it. Average person want to take. They don't want to give. A relationship is about giving. That's your primary reason for being in a relationship, is to give to that person. To make them better. Understand that.
She hear you, King. She in the background.
Come. I mean, it's only women like that's going to fix this place. Because remember, women are our first teachers, man. Woman, that's what a woman is referred to as, that the earth, and things like the nation of gods and earth, you know, the Masonic movement and so on and so forth. They refer to it as the earth. Why? Because a man plant his seed in the earth, and the earth grows. So if a seed is planted in a corrupt earth, then everything that grows out of that earth becomes corrupt. You destroy men, you destroy an individual. You destroy a woman, you destroy a nation, because she's our first teachers. Man's not walking, a woman's supposed to be teaching. You understand? So she's secondary, but very necessary. The Most High said it. He just read it. Some men say, well, I don't need a woman. I'll be alone. Okay, roger that. You could go ahead over and be alone, man. But I want a woman. There's nothing in this world that's better. Nothing. There's nothing better, man. Not no car. You can take my damn car. Listen, man. Let me break it down to you. Would you rather be alone on Survivor Island with a car, with a bag of money, you know what I mean? Or with a beautiful, modest woman? Not a rebellious one, because feminism is something that the media is pushing to make these women a competitor to men. And this is why a lot of them are not happy. They're competitors. I don't want that spirit around me, man. I don't need that spirit, man. And none of you brothers should tolerate it. You want a woman that's gonna listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When a woman is meek and modest, things come naturally. She's not rebellious. A lot of these women, what I've learned, man, the more attractive women are, the more rebellion you get from them. The more attractive they are, usually, right? And so a lot of them, why? Because their head's been gassed by all these dudes that's always hitting on them. So now she needs someone else to bring her down to earth, and I'm just the dude to do it, man. Wow. Because I don't. You seen the shirt I had on, Kadar, about their feelings?
Con.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't wear that again, man. God, no words, just body language. You understand what I'm saying? Man. So, in law, I was getting off topic, but it's necessary, man. Gotta talk that. Energy, man. Vibrations, man. It's I don't. Let me make this clear, and I'm not being biased or anything to women, and this is from the spirit of the Most High. Read that precept again, Yashabi. If the Most High is saying your purpose of being here was to be a help me, that means if you're not doing that, you're not fulfilling your purpose what the Most High created you for. The Most High has a problem with that. Why does a woman think he doesn't have a problem with that?
It's crazy.
See, either you believe it in the Bible, in the Most High, in the Son, or you don't. That's the bottom line. So if that was your purpose, now I'm not telling you to be with, I'm talking about a man of the Most High. I'm not talking about the worldly Negro. I'm talking about a man of the Most High that's really trying to serve the Most High and serving him. A lot of them got problems with that. And I'm interested, most of these women get bored listening to their friends. They think the grass is green over there. She got out there and she played a whore. You can't take her back, huh? A lot of you guys, you've done that. Once a woman go out and she have sex with, you cannot take her back. Because she's prostituting herself.
Con.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18. And Yahuah, Supreme Elohim, said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him..."
Okay, stop. For all the men that say, "Nah, man, I'm gonna be alone," that's what Barak Shah was saying, right? That was killing him. And what did he do? He killed himself. Stop pretending that you don't want to be with a woman, man. We can't exist without each other. Read that first part again, Yashabi.
It is not good that the man should be alone.
What the Most High tell Barak Shah?
It is not good that the man should be alone.
Negro, you might kill yourself. What you thinking about with JJ and all of that? The woman he was attached to, he imagined that other guy beating that thing down. That boy done offed himself. It's not good that the man be alone. I'm trivializing it, but that's how it went down. You don't know that's how it went down. You're talking to me and Kadar on the phone to offer himself, man. What kind of demon jumped on him?
Crazy.
And y'all, you can miss me with that, man. I don't want to be to none of you guys is sis kebabs, a sausage fest. If you don't have no pie, don't invite I. Come on. I'm good on that, man. I don't need no woman. Come on, man. Listen, man. Everything a man does, if he has a strong woman in his corner, he always does it better. You understand what I'm saying? Not a rebellious woman, because she's going to take his attention away, but a woman that's supporting him, right? A woman that's supporting him through the everything. The man always does it better. See, a lot of women, they give up on the man when he's struggling. She run, "Oh man, you ain't no man. You done lost that man for good." Once you make a man feel less than a man, your JJ could be like the damn sunshine in Alaska. You know what I mean? You can't get it back, man. Like Sean Kingston. You can't get it back. Once you make that man feel less than a man, it's done. It's done. Other than adultery, the worst thing a woman could do to a man is to make him feel less than a man by insulting him, putting him down. Men take that to heart, man. It's a fact. Crush his ego. It's done. It's a big fact. Who's this Israel Ben Yahweh, man? Someone get him out of here, man. One of Yahweh Ben Yahweh people, man. Where's the land? And come on, man. There's always a distraction, man. How Shaitan always comes in every form. Every form, man. So I got completely off the original topic, man, but that's what the spirit is moving me to say, man, because of certain correspondence here, man. But if women, this is what I want to say to women sincerely, man, and you guys should be inviting all your associates and friends and everything's on this call, right? If you strive to make your man happy instead of y'all, there's nothing that man won't try to do for you, man. Any brother on the call, am I lying? A man's going to go to his further extreme. If he find a woman that's submissive, that's really working with him, that's not trying to... See, a lot of women, they're trying to be deceptive. They pretend that they're working with you, but in the back of their mind, they speak badly about you and... man, not that. I'm talking about genuine love. There's nothing that a man won't do for a woman like that, man. That's his primary objective in this world, man.
It's real.
As a woman, can't reproduce without it. So we can't pretend that we don't need the woman. We just don't want certain type of women.
Facts.
That's it. When you hear me talking all this stuff, I'm talking about certain type of women so that they can try and get better. It's not that I hate women. I love women. But society, the media does not want men like me projecting this kind of message. And the so-called woke woman that's very masculine, that's challenging a man, you're nothing but a modern feminist. The media is using you. And once your usefulness has expired, they're going to say, now we're going to award the guys 50-50. No, the usefulness is expiring. It's expired in Florida already. What the hell are you going to do now, man? What are they going to do now? Pretty soon, they're going to call 911 and they're going to say, where's your proof? That's when she's going to really know it's over.
You're going to break down and start crying.
You're going to apologize.
Come on.
So in law, is denotes what?
The existence of something.
Is denotes to be. The existence of a thing.
Existence of.
is in law. Means what? Kahan tells the doctor's going over it before. Is in law means the capacity of. As in law. As. What does the word as mean in law? It means in the capacity of. I am here as intervener. That means I'm here in the capacity of. So as I'm here as Khan tells a doc, I'm in the capacity of. Everybody understand that?
Con.
Does everyone understand that in the United States you have two citizenships? You have a dual citizenship? And if so, someone explain that to me. I went over that before. In the United States, you have a dual citizenship.
One of the Republic and one.
I tell you what, someone look up the case for Trisharo versus Jordan. Trisharo versus Jordan. It was explaining that you have two citizenships. It's already been written and decided. One, you're born an American national. Shortly thereafter, they created a U.S. citizenship. The one that I expatriated from was the U.S. citizenship. I'm an American national. Everybody understand that? Go and tell the doctor in a 6-video series on that. U.S. citizen versus an American national.
Ken, you said Jasharo versus Jordan?
Yes.
Con. Tashiro.
Yeah, someone pull it. Someone got it pulled up. Share it.
Jasharo versus Jordan.
You have a dual citizenship. And so does ex parte Frank Knowles. Ex parte Frank Knowles said there's no such thing as a U.S. citizen. See, this is what most of y'all don't get. You know what? It works for me every time. And I've been saying this for years. You know what? A lot of this doesn't work for a lot of people is because these people, these briefcases, these robes, these constables, they're doing their job. And their job is to test you. They're not supposed to just let this go through. They're doing their job. Their job is to test you when you try to submit this. When you get tested, you give up. Or you go through door 3. You take the 5th. Well, that's acquiescence. You lose.
Con. I got that case law. You ready for it, King?
No, share it on the screen. I want to share it on the screen so they can see it. Anyone else got that pulled up? Anyone on the computer? Can you share it on the screen? It's not too long to read the entire thing.
Yeah. Con, I'm going to pull it up. 1 second. Let me pull it up.
See, when you read Kahan Teller Doc's books, attend his seminars and webinars, when you do it right, it works every time. Because it works every time for me. If it doesn't work for you, it's because you're doing something wrong.
Con.
When you do it right, they leave you alone.
Con.
You can't handle the truth. A few good men. Remember they said that in there? You can't handle the truth. The truth is, you're an enemy of the state. And you better learn how to deal with your enemy. The enemy of the state. So you better learn how to deal with your enemy. Learn how to handle it. Tazadaq. I get all kind of, how do I get rid of the Social Security? I said, listen, man, don't bring your sovereign bullshit around me, because I'm not a part of the sovereign movement and never have. A lot of you come with bits and pieces. But talking about, what about here? Don't bring that sovereign bullshit around me, man. How do I get rid of a driver's license? How do I get rid of my Social Security? I said, I don't know. I don't have one. And I damn sure don't want to get rid of Taza Docs, because he rents cars and all. He flies. So why would I want to get rid of that? He still operates in commerce. See, that's all sovereign nonsense that a lot of people get in trouble with, because they really don't understand how this is working and it's supposed to work. They want to argue. You're not supposed to argue, man. They just want to argue. Huh? You might need it. Huh? Let's see. It's hard to read right there. Small. But there's the case law for those that want to go and check it out. 1928 says you have a dual citizenship. There's a document that I give to everyone that joined the True Disciples of Christ called Corporative Federalism. And I can almost guarantee you that not one single person in here read that entire thing. And that thing is very important. It will help you understand a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about clearly. Now I have your name. Some of you, I was talking to the good brother Justice about parole, like Pharaoh. So you're about to leave. They want you to find, see, you got to pay attention to words. It's overcoming aphasia. Huh? You're about to leave prison. They say, oh, yeah, well, Mr. Tazadak, you're free to go. We just need you to sign this release form. Wait a minute. Release? Hold on, you're going to put a lease back on me? You lease a car. The car is under the leaser's control. You're the leasee. They have control over that vehicle. You got to only put a certain amount of miles and something on it because it's under a lease. So if I sign a release, means to go back and get lease. Someone look up the word lease in law. Let me show you how this works. This is how it's supposed to work. To understand these words, understand these words, and comprehend these words. Release. Someone look up the word lease.
Con. I got it, King. A contract in which one party conveys land, property, services, etc. to another for a specific time, usually in return for a periodic payment.
Now, so listen to this. You could go on probation, but we need you to sign this release form before you leave prison. What is that? That's a contract. What am I agreeing to? I'm agreeing to be their property. What is the property? My corpus, my body. So I'm agreeing that they can have control over my corpus. They already had a lease on me. I was locked up in prison. Now, before you leave, we want to release you. Oh, but you silly dummy head. You was taught in common parlance that it's to let you go. That's not the truth. John 8:32 said the truth will set you free. Legal lease is not the truth. It is deceptive language that causes aphasia. This is why I tell folks everything I say is didactic. So yeah, wait a minute, before you leave, we want you to sign this release form. They got you right there. You just signed a contract, you agreed to it. Was you in the wrong state of mind? Nope. Was a gun put to your head? Nope. Damn, well, what do you do? Get Khan tells the doctor books. He's told you how to get out of all of this. So easy. Or you're in your right side of mind. Yep. You said so in the contract. Then what do I do? Tell the doctor, how do I get out of it? How many times must he tell you? Revoke your signature. Nah, it can't be that simple. See, I need to file all these sovereigns documents, a 30-page document. The more you say, the more likely you are to get in trouble. You've already been released. Your property. Why do you need my property, which is my corpus? Why do you need my private property? Huh? You guys never stop to ask that. Why do you need my property to discharge me? I'll tell you what, you're going to charge me. David. Yeah, well, I got a call from the IRS. What did he say today, Kadar? Well, we're calling about your IRS debt.
Come. Hold on, no debt.
That's what he said. He didn't handle it property. What did he do? He argued. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to go into a conversation with. What did he do? He created an argument. If the IRS or some representative calls and say you owe a debt, you said you don't owe a debt. What did you just do? You argue. Is that not an argument? He'll lose. That's what they want you to do. That's what they're calling in the first place. David claims to understand a lot of this, but he doesn't. He just created an argument. Will they call back? Sure they will. He created an argument. He didn't create a conditional acceptance. Next of all, it wasn't the IRS that called him. The IRS never calls you up unless it's scheduled. You schedule it. They send you documentations in the mail. That was someone creating a fraud. And if he was a real creditor, he would have known that. He would have known that. IRS never will call someone like that, man.
He said, well, Geico or something.
Yeah, that's what he said. I mean, they could say it was anything. But some third party had his information. He was not obliged to talk to him, but he went in a straight debtor mode. And he started talking to him. And then he talked like a debtor. I don't owe him anything. What did he do? He make himself a surety for the debtor, Ricky Davis. Proverbs 11 and 14. He made himself a surety. He stepped in the surety ship. Then he tried to convince Kadar and I just how calm he was. Well, why are you talking to someone that doesn't even have a contract with you? What is he doing? He's contract with him by creating an argument. He said, I don't know anything. Okay, well, that was good. But he seemed to think he's Ricky Davis because they was calling for Ricky Davis. You see how most people don't really understand this stuff? He answered to Ricky Davis. I don't owe him anything. They was calling for Ricky Davis. Why did he say, I don't owe him anything? He must be Ricky Davis then. He's a debtor. That means he has a social. See, this is what I need you to understand and understand, man. When IRS uses the word income, that means profit. Whenever they use the word income, well, it appears here, Mr. Ricky Davis, that you had an income of $60,000 last year. That means you profit $60,000. So that means you owe taxes. Wait a minute. I bartered my services. Barter's not taxable. It's not a gift. I just bartered my services. I just gave you $30,000 worth of information right there. Well, Mr. Ricky Davis, you have a $250,000 IRS debt. They just want to give it. Doesn't matter if it's 50 cents or 250,000. What is it? It's just a commercial presentment. So what does he need to do instead of arguing? He create a contract and he make it go away. It's as simple as that. You create a contract, you discharge it, you make it go away, just like any other debt. IRS is just the world's best collection agency. When they call, people get terrified. Oh my God, IRS. IRS. Well, that's what drove David back to drinking. The IRS. And I know because when he clicked on the camera, he had the beer cans lined up in the I, a R, and a S. Well, he done made an acronym, the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. Come on. So what does he need to do? He needs to do a revocation hearing, have him present the presentment, set it off for settlement and closure. But he's not going to appear. What's an appearance? Someone look up the word appearance in black laws. Look up the word appearance. Any kind of appearance is a general appearance. What does a general appearance mean? It means you submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of the court. If you just go in and you ever appear, you're making a general appearance. And you submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of the court. It's submission. A general appearance is always submission. You can't come back from that. A lot of them try, but they really don't understand this, only pretend, because you keep listening to these sovereign and these Moors, and these people really don't understand law, most of them. There's only a few, very few small percentage that really understands it. They just pretend to. It makes fools out of themselves. They argue. When I see someone standing on the side of a highway arguing with a cop, I know that's an idiot. You bring harmony. That's what a true sovereign does. A sovereign so abstains. He brings harmony. He doesn't argue. When David Davis said, I don't owe anything, he's creating an argument. Excuse me, Mr. IRS agent. Oh, yeah, that was then. So what can I do to fix this? What can I do now to make this right? There's no argument there. You see what I'm saying? Everybody gets calmed down. Oh, wow. Guy seems to be in agreement. Okay, yeah, that was then, sir, Mr. IRS agent, but I want to make this right. What can I do to fix this? You've taken away the argument. It's not tells the doctor can't be that simple. It's really that simple. Someone look up the word appearance. He's in the room lit. Damn, what? My mic went blank? My mic went blank?
No, yeah.
Appearance are coming into the court as a party to a suit, either in person or by attorney, whether as plaintiff or defendant. The formal proceeding by which a defendant submits herself or himself to the jurisdiction of the court.
Read that again.
It's coming out of Black's Law's 6th edition.
Mm-hmm.
Appearance, the coming into court as a party to a suit, either in person or by attorney, whether as plaintiff or defendant, the formal proceeding by which a defendant submits himself to the jurisdiction of the court.
You see that? You're in submission. You see that? When you appear. So when they say you are to appear on such and such date, what did you just do? You submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of the court. Well, how do you handle that, David? I'm here as intervener. What'd you do? You just gave a conditional acceptance without qualifying it. I'm here as intervener. I'm here as Tyler Doc, intervener. What is that? That means I'm making a special appearance without even qualifying it. Simply by saying I'm here as intervener, that's saying I'm making a special appearance if you understand the language of law. Most people don't. You guys think I write these books, man? I put all this time into this. It would be so much easier if you purchased the books and you learn and you really read those books, not just skim through them, dealing with something that you want to deal with at the moment, but really learn the lingo in those books. You'll come out a new man and a new woman. Just read it right there. So whenever you just appear, You're submitting to the court. Then you go on and argue jurisdiction. The judge look at you like, something like this one? The more than, well, a certain clause in the treaty. It just made a general appearance, sir. Contempt for 30 days. Damn, David.
It goes even deeper into that in the definition. It says an appearance may be either general or special. The former is a simple and unqualified.
The former meaning the general appearance. The former meaning the general appearance. Go ahead.
Come on. The former is a simple and unqualified or unrestricted submission to the jurisdiction of the court.
See that?
The latter is a submission to the jurisdiction for some specific purpose only.
See that? I'm only here as intervener. I'm here to hear that case. I'm here intervener. I'm the paramount security interest holder. I hold that interest and collateral to all the property registered and unregistered belonging to the debtor. Tazadam. I'm going to help you. Chris? Call the judge Chris. We got a live one. We're going to reschedule. The court's in recess. He shut that down quick. This court's in recess. Shit, get a live one here, man. How are we going to do, Bob? I don't know. Some of your Harvard Law School shit. Get that son of a bitch out of here before it infests the minds of the other ones. Yeah.
I know they don't go over this in no law school.
What was that?
There ain't no way they go over this in law school.
No. Mm-hmm. Questions? I'll wait. He said after the court says in recess, then what? I don't take orders. Then what? Then what? His court? If it pleases the court, I'm going to return at such and such date. Yep.
I'm here to hear that case as intervener. Especially.
My remedy works every time if you do it right. So, why there's so many single women? Why women all over social media behaving so masculine? You know, You guys realize that a lot of women will restrain themselves. There's some women that their minds are so convoluted with the media. And listen, man, don't let your woman watch TV, too much TV. That's what's messing these women up in social media. Their mind is so convoluted with it. They're saying that I don't need a man. I don't need to be with a man. I'd rather be myself than for him to have another woman. Listen, man, if you got a woman that's thinking like that, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Listen, it doesn't even make any sense, right? Because if you know that you want someone else, why are you going to deal with a woman that's saying from the inception, she has a feminist mind state, if he's going to be with someone else, then he's not going to be with me. Don't be with a damn woman like that, man. I'm speaking from the heart right here, man. Don't be with a woman like that. She's wasting your time. You're wasting her time. You want a woman that is welcoming. She understands your wants and your needs, and she's striving to make you happy. That's going to be a beautiful union right there. If you got to work too hard at something that's not, listen, many of these women have childhood traumas that they're still dealing with. And they're bringing this stuff into relationships. She's always bitter. She's always angry. Some of these women, they act like they're on their damn rag 31 days out of the month. Dealing with so many anger issues. That comes from her childhood. And she'll try and make you believe that that's your fault. No, she hasn't healed. It is not your responsibility to correct or to heal these women. Don't deal with her. Find one that's healthy. You understand? Everybody got really quiet. I guess their women must be around. Nice force. Damn. Seen Jeremiah Banks in the building. We gotta come out here this month to the A again. You should be in there following up. Well, that's the thing he should. Yeah.
I got a perpetual anger. I was dealing with one today and picking up some pizza. Had a rude attitude. The other woman had to apologize for.
You should have said, excuse me, I'd just like to speak with the manager. Yeah, it's just your associate right here, your employee, she seems to need some improvement in customer service skills, because I was actually about to cancel my order because of her attitude. She didn't greet me with a smile. I felt that she was very, offensive and whatever else you think she might have been. And, just imagine, sir, that if she presents this attitude to at least 30 people that came in here, would really affect your business. You sort of start crawling in the back. She might have had a warning already, man. That might have been the last straw right there that broke the camel's back.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. But you get that a lot, huh? And that's coming from something that they're dealing with before they even, encounter you. There's something going on in their life. And some of these are long-term toxic issues, anger issues. If you get with a woman like that, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be content. She's not just like that temporarily. I don't give a damn what she looks like, how much you think you care about it. It doesn't pay to be with a woman like that, man. Take a walk. Most High bless you with someone else. If a woman just want to argue and make you miserable, take a damn walk, man. She's not worth it in the end. And it's not your responsibility to make a woman happy. That's her responsibility. A lot of these women, they're losing They're leaving relationships because they say they're bored. That's one of the stupidest things I ever heard. That's emotional. She'll get bored, then she'll get unbored. So at the end of the day, you're not bringing me, you're not coming to me as a virgin, so you've already broken the laws of the Most High. The Most High never required nowhere in the Bible that the man be a virgin. He required that for you. And if a man had a woman that was not a virgin, or no dowry, in fact, he could take it back and put her away. So most of these women, as harsh as it may sound, they're daughters of adultery. Very few of them are virgin. They're hard pressed to find a woman that's a virgin. So they're not traditional, because traditional women were virgins. So what are you going to do with that? When you have sex with this woman, she's going to compare you to every man that she's been with. This is why a lot of them leave relationships. You guys understand this, man? She's making a comparison. That's not good. Now, the media and society has normalized it. The women, see, this is what kills me about the women that claim to not need a man. She's trying to be like a man. Her energy's masculine. All masculine. Well, I'm masculine. I'm down. Those are masculine. Those are man characteristics. You could go and define them. Those were characteristics of a man historically. Now you got women saying, if he could do it, I could do it too. You're trying to compete with the man by being like a man. That's one of the stupidest things I ever heard. Think about that, man. You're trying to compete with the man, but you're trying to act like a man. It's just like, what do they call that thing? Troglodyte? When a woman falls in love with herself, how are you going to beat a man? He can never be a man. You're trying to act like a man, but you hate men. That doesn't even make sense. You need a man by trying to act masculine like a man. That's like an oxymoron. You don't need a man, but you're going to conduct yourself like a man. Man, you can miss me with that. Brother. Is there anyone? Let me drop the link in the room. These T-Doc guys don't say much, man. They want both, man. Yeah, you're right. The harvest. They want both. Listen, man, there's nothing. I don't know how to tell you something, guys, man. There's nothing like an effeminate woman, man. Nothing. It's nothing like an effeminate woman, man. And I'm going to hit you with something. When you and a woman are on the same frequency, the same vibration, that union is amazing, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's electrifying. Everything just falls in place naturally. But when you gotta try to win a woman, you don't want to deal with that kind of woman. I'm telling you, man. I dealt with a lot of women, man. I'm not bragging because that guy is dead now, but when you and a woman is on the same frequency, same level of vibration, everything comes into place in the harmony. If this woman, when a woman is trying to get dominant, and that's masculine energy, man. And nothing turns a man off quicker. You got some of these men that's so weak. Oh man, I like a nice strong woman. Man, you's a broad, man. You's a broad. Some of you dudes even like women with abs. The hell I went with a woman with abs, man, this show. You DL gay, Negro. You want women with abs, man. Come on, man. You want a woman is supposed to be soft and man. You gonna get a woman, these women in these videos. I said, man, this is gross, man. Fall in love with your own image, man.
Big
Some
Rob.
nasty stuff, man. And they think it's cool. Trying to be a dude, man. We got that from. They got it from Esau. Come on, these Edomite women, man. It was the first women to go against their men. All other women are following trends. Eve is supposed to be the leader. She's following Becky.
Okay.
Women, I see some women working out, and it's not wrong with working out. When you start putting on masculine, spirit's off, man. It's an off-ass spirit, man. And the media is making it acceptable. And I'm never going to accept that. No, I'm never going to accept that, man. A real man, a real masculine man wants a real woman, a real effeminate woman. That's the perfect match. The more masculine a woman is, the more she's going to turn a man off. Man doesn't want that damn headache, man. I don't know about you guys, man. No damn headache like that. Woman's not bringing you peace and joy. You like, stay over there. Shalom. Have a nice day, man. Because when you get with the right one, you're going to see how smooth it goes. Huh? I'm not going to say you don't have disagreements, but even that will be done. It's not done at a level where she's running off of her mouth. Because what did the scriptures say? Let him be one. Someone give me the precept. Let him be one through your chaste conversation. Not a loud mouth. Not arguing, bickering back and forth. Then the man shuts down and she pretends she doesn't know what happens. Where you been there?
What's that precept you wanted, King?
Someone give me 1 Peter 3 and 2. 1 Peter 3 and 2. It's the exact precept, man.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 2. While they behold your chaste...
Start at verse 1. Start at verse 1.
Come on.
So I can get to understand.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Stop. What did we just read? That means she's under the jurisdiction of her husband. Subjection means submission. Most women can't handle this, man. They're masculine, especially making a little money. I don't give a damn how much money you make. I got my own money. I want your damn money. Got the wrong dude, man. Wrong guy. You could go over there to Bobo and them. That's the only thing you're going to attract. A masculine woman is not going to attract a masculine man. They repel. A masculine woman is never going to have the kind of man she wants because she wants a masculine man. And the masculine and masculine don't match up. The more masculine a man is, usually the more effeminate he wants his woman because they attract. Go ahead, Doc.
That if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
See that? Put that, get the part in there where it says couple with fair. Chase conversation. Read that. Read verse 2.
Come on. Verse 2. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
That means she's watching what she's saying. Chase conversation coupled with fear. Fear what? Fear the Most High. See that?
Big facts.
I ain't applauding too loud on that one. There you go. He always talking about women. There you go. And then when I that's what I do, man. That's the only way to fix it. Yeah, well, how come you get? And when you try and tell the average Eve something, she bring up something about the man. She don't hear nothing, and she wonder why she's alone. Especially these hood rats that be coming to my page, man. And you know rats chase cheese. Oh, listen, man. There's a woman. Right? Now, oh, man, there your mic go again. Watch that your damn mic again.
My mic?
Yeah, your mic. It's doing that clicking noise again. She wants some noise. Damn, I lost my chain of thought, man.
Said the hood rats chase cheese.
Damn, Benaya's voice. Yeah. So, damn, I lost my whole chain of thought, man. That mic just got totally distracted me. I was about to go somewhere or something, man.
You know, the hood rats came when they're chasing cheese.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say about this woman, right? So I'm on IG, right? I try and post at least 1 or 2 videos a day. With short 1-minute videos, right? So, this woman, she thumbing, she liking all the videos, right? And so a lot of them won't say nothing on the main board, you know what I'm saying, Justice? They move in the background. Oh wow. Let's listen to what you were saying about multiple wives. I'm really intrigued. I'm interested. Can you tell me more? I said, intrigued by what? I mean, that's exactly everything. Oh yeah, the multiple wives, the poly, and so on and so forth. And I said, how much did you weigh? Because in the picture, right? I wasn't being rude. I'm just keeping it all the way funky, right? In the picture, all she had was her head. That's usually an indicator that a woman's overweight, right? So I'm like, how much do you weigh? What's your height? And she said, I'm 5'9". I'm a tall woman, and I weigh 180. I said, sis, you're bigger than most men that's 5'9". You're overweight. She said, no, I'm not overweight. This is a good weight for my... I said, go look at your BMI. You're really, really overweight, especially for a woman. The whole conversation turned change because I didn't play into that. You know what I mean? And she said, oh yeah, you're probably a child. Just come. A demon came up out of her, huh? And I'm so used to it. So yeah, you're probably a molester, and wow. I just went on and blocked her, huh? Went on and blocked her. So because I didn't conform and was on that type of time, her whole demeanor changed within an instant. Now, can you imagine getting with someone like that? I'm trying to tell her something for her good. That's like, sis, so if you want to attract a man at some time, you need to slim down. I told her she needed to lose about 40 pounds. Boy, she took that as an insult. She said, I don't know who you are, think you're effing insulting me. I said, I'm just trying to give you my honest observation. She said, I don't need to lose on 40 pounds. I need maybe you lose about 10. So you're still going to be 170 then. That's big for a female. I just went on and blocked her up because the nigger rats started coming out after that. Amazing, man. Amazing. A lot of them, man. There's an older lady. I mean, an old lady. She said, young man, you need to stick with one. Oh, yeah. I said, man, you're older, so you should know wisdom. Are you married? Nope. But you on here, you're giving these single women bad advice. You're probably going to die alone, or someone's going to find you dead in an apartment if you don't be in an alley. Because how much do you earn annually? She don't want to answer that. See, what women don't understand, all the women that say they can live by themselves, unless you're making at least $100,000 a year, by the time you hit your 60s, you're going to be homeless. It's going to cost to go to these, what do they call these homes, man? Where the older folks go to, man. What do they call them? What do they call these places?
Go ahead, they I forgot. Retirement home.
Nah, not retirement. They call them something else. Usually, Edomites are notorious for putting their parents in there, man, to
Oh
take their
man,
inheritance. They throw them in one of those old homes and take their inheritance.
I
come,
know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, remember in the COVID, so many people was dying in them.
Assisted
come.
living. Like assisted living.
Old folk home, man.
Nursing homes. There you go. That's what it's called, nursing homes. Yeah,
Come.
yeah, man. They treat those people like nothing, man. And you're gonna have to pay to go to those. You gotta pay to go to those now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the women that's making these low salaries, that saying they don't need a man, they never really sit down and look at life realistically. Because not even a man is making $50,000. He won't be able to survive on his own in his older age without a woman. You're gonna need two salaries. Yeah. Miller King, shout out to him, man. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Shalom. Hey, you a trip, bro.
Speaking
Hey,
the truth,
shout out.
man.
Yeah, just you know my introduction. I'm like the Russell Simmons of the thing. Yeah, shout out to Mosai. Yeah, one time for Big Eye Hamashiach, sure. Yeah, I was shy, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, thanks for having me. I just want to say two things. Like one thing I agree with you on, and one thing I disagree with you, Big Eye. So the thing I agree with you is like I definitely like I appreciate you out for opening up my vision, my eyes to see like what's really going on when I like deal with commerce and when I be hearing investors talking about stocks and all this other stuff. Some of them they be bringing some information, they be bringing some light to it, but every time I think about you, I'm like, man, these people still want me to be, be dead. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate, all praise the creator for making you out and made me see how like I ain't gonna give him no I'm gonna just say their names. People like him, 500 and Earn Your Leisure and all these other people. I be hearing them talk, man. I'm like, shit, man, bro got me on, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you on that. And I heard you make a statement saying, Negro, you damn near you DL, you like women with abs. Hey, I like me personally, I like women with abs. They letting me know like they fit, but when it comes down to like tone though, like I might have a second idea. Like if the single Maya come to me and her body fit, her abs showing, I'm taking her. Especially if she ain't married and buff of the body, she comes to me, hey, she got abs, she showing her abs, or if it ain't too extreme like a man, I'm taking that. She letting me know she got some discipline and she eating healthy. Hey, we can do something magnificent with each other. So yeah, I disagree with being a down low homo liking women with abs, but everything else on point though. I like says like the whole discussion about covenants, which you was talking about. The creator being a sovereign. Because I'm looking at the scripts too. Like everything he dealt with was covenant with man, women, children, animals, uh, lands, the earth. So everything is dealing with the creator. You know what I'm saying? So good look on that too, Aki. I you.
Yeah. To me, man, when I think of femininity, it's a nice, soft woman. Meek woman. She's in a good mood. She's trying to bring her man joy. That makes the man want to strive to bring her joy. A woman that's in the gym, or it's not wrong with working out. She's trying to carve her body. You don't see anything like that in days of old. That's all new. Women with abs and all of this. That's all new, man. Because by nature, a man has approximately 30% more muscular than a woman muscular physique than a woman does. That's without any kind of working out or anything. So these women you're seeing when you're seeing their abs, because her body's not designed that way. You know, her body is just naturally designed with more fat for certain reasons, man. You know, our bodies are not designed to be a certain way. When she starts doing things like that, she's messing with her hormones. You know, and a lot of these women, they take supplements to get that. And it messes around with their hormones. And so they be bugged out of their damn mind, man. She about to kiss you and then she punch you in the face. Because her hormones all discombobulated. She reach over to kiss you and then bite your damn lip and a chunk of meat comes out. Her hormones are all out of place, man. I'm telling you, man, that their hormones be like crazy. These women taking supplements and all that. I see some of them, they just masculine. I'm like, wow, man, this is right here, man. I'm good. I'm supposed to be soft, man. I'm like, something a nice soft women with smooth skin, man. Come on, man.
I'm with you, Rock.
A man, what the scriptures say? A man loves nothing better. It's a rock, man. I don't want no hard. I don't want no hard, muscular woman like me, man. Come on, man. I don't know what the hell that is. It might be a TS, man. That might try to. What's that dude? Bobby Valentino? Man, she might try to Bobby Valentino me, man. I'm good, man. Get undressed, your voice switch. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah. You get home. Yeah, slip up the mask number. Oh shit, I forgot who I was right now. I'm good, man. Damn. I'm good, man. Especially being in the A. Nah, man.
Hey, you a fool, huh?
Yeah, man. You just never know, huh? A lot of them, they try and get that look. You know, a lot of men done told them that's what they like, man. But you know, a lot of dudes, man, be in the closet, man. So they like that. A lot of dudes, look what Mano said, he wanted to get dominated by a woman, man. You want to get tore down, man. Come on, man. That's coming from something in his childhood, man. You want a woman dominating you. Then that just puts that more masculine, dominating your ass, man. This weak ass, man. Let me go and find me and tell the dog. She dominating him, huh? Spanking him. He getting tied up and all of that.
Oh, man.
Whole moves. Telling people about these kind of fetishes, man.
Hey, good point, Doc, on your point of view. Them women, hey, them steroids do something to them women.
Yeah, it messes with your hormones, man. Just like the men. When the men, they take some of these steroids, it shuts down your natural steroids. So when you come off of them, you gotta try to get estrogen in your body to get your steroids, your steroid hormones, you know, kicking back up. the testosterone. And so what they do sometimes, they OD on the estrogen and they grow man boobs.
You think that mess with their menstrual cycle too?
Yep. Any kind of hormone thing will, man. But it also messes with your mental. Even with a man. If he messes with his hormones, man, that's why when a lot of guys take steroids, they get very angry. Because it makes you more masculine. And one of the side effects of steroids is anger. Loss of control. Violence. One guy I know, Big Shael in North Carolina, he was a bodybuilder. He was messing with steroids, man. He picked his damn wife up and threw her through the wall. Damn. Yeah, cops came and got him, man. You're not going to prison. Did some time in prison for that. He said it took about 12 cops to take him down. He was so high on those steroids. He's a pretty big dude, man, about 6'4". Threw the woman through the wall, man. Mess with his mental. They have hormonal effects.
I hope I keep bounce back.
Oh yeah, he's good now. That was before he came in the truth. He's bodybuilding now. Damn, it's after 12. Talking, man. 2 hours and something. Funny how time flies when you're having fun.
Always.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate it.
Someone send David in. Send David in. He's a finisher. Send me in, coach.
They got this new feature on StreamYard too. You can post in the YouTube from the StreamYard.
What was that?
And I said it got a little feature where you can post into the comments on YouTube now from the StreamYard instead of having a whole nother window open.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying on the
StreamYard always go to YouTube.
No, mine's never did. I can only post in the private chat. Now I can go to YouTube through StreamYard.
Let's see what you're talking about. Let's join the chat.
Come on.
Yeah.
Where's that at, Bernard?
I'm gonna send you. You might not see it because you're the
Yeah, because whenever I post on StreamYard, it automatically goes to YouTube.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you I'm gonna email you a screenshot.
Yeah. Nothing new from me, just for you guys, I guess.
Wait.
So, Todd, the other question is, you suggest men shouldn't be alone?
Yep. It is not good for men to be alone.
Come on.
Yeah, I was talking to an arc earlier. I was just explaining to him how society got it. Society is crazy. Like when Maury come on, the woman got to find out if that's the father of her children or whatnot, and that ain't normal. Nowadays we gotta go on TV and put our business out there to find out if the children is the children's father, the children's father, or whatnot. That's insane to me. We shouldn't already know. We got culture. We already know what kind of man with our women. I say our women. Well, that could say, but we already know what kind of man our daughters will have. And nowadays, man, this place wide open. The woman she can have all these intimate partners that don't know who the man is and still get her flowers. But if a man step up, you know what I'm saying? Say like the woman that get pregnated, but that's not the father. The man will still step up and take care of the kids, but he looked down upon, still don't get his flowers. So it's like, man, we're in a lose-lose situation because they're against us as far as like the men and women. And I think that's a horrible look on us as a whole. Oh yeah, shout out to David Dave. Hey, David Dave, you listening to me? I glad you changed your ways out, cause when you be talking, you was if you come on David David, man, I definitely salute you. You change your ways, cause war. I heard you say one day, you the type that said he was like, if it weren't for these guys, I'd just be having a beer and having a hood rat. And by you saying that, you letting me know you like to get taken advantage of. So I'm glad you changed your ways. So wherever you at, salute to David David.
Con.
David Davis, you're coming on and now. It's at the 12, big door. There he is.
David David, shout out to you. And you came a long way for having the camera on you and everybody laughing at you.
That's okay. I didn't even like to see myself on camera. And this is what I would like to tell some new up and coming people that don't click the like button and don't click the share button. What's the matter with you people? So anyway, here's what I'd like to tell you. If you're going to stand in front of that camera, when you're on your way up, it's going to be the same camera when you're on the way down. Now just think about that. Just let that resonate. Don't worry about the tonage I used and everything. That's just how I talk. So Yahweh, God, is sovereign. Master contract law. And you win. Rebut presumptions. Now ain't that something? Now I never heard nothing like that in my life. And I'm pushing 70. I stopped saying what my age was because of the levels that I'm reaching in understanding and being recognized by the Most High. He don't care how old I am. He don't care when I was born. He knows the hairs on my head. He put me down here. He ain't asked me how old I was when I was born. That, this is where this birth certificate thing comes in. And these people are trying to be our sovereigns. If I can get melanated people before I die, if I die, because I could be one of the 12,000 out of my particular tribe that makes 144,000. It could happen. If I could get my melanated people to listen to this man, you're just not going to hear what he's saying anywhere. I can prove it. I keep saying the same thing he said, and nobody wants to hear it. That's amazing. But this one thing I have against them is this man is talking the truth. And it kind of clicked with me Because the Bible said, you will know the truth when you hear it, and the truth will set you free. Now, that's all he's saying is the truth. That's it. So what? How he says it. This is Kahan tells the dog, so you know who said it. Doesn't matter. They didn't like Hamashiach when he said the things that he said. You know the law. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. I'm pretty sure they didn't like to hear that. And it was true. That's why they all dropped their stones and walked away. And that's why a lot of people come into to this kind of knowledge and walk away. But I want them to come back. Let me tell you something. I told the Kahan when I was speaking with him, there's no stupid people on here. Stupid people don't come here. And I can prove it. Because I read somewhere in the Bible that the words in the Bible confound the wise. He uses the simple things to confound the wise. So now, how come it didn't say he uses the simple things to confound the stupid? So you're not stupid. You're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you get into your emotions and stuff. Oh my. Yahuah, Most High, thank you for me meeting these people. I'm not playing. I'm not a fan of any man. I'm not a fan. I went to 2 concerts in my life, and that's the only time I consider myself to be a fan. So if I am a fan, I'm not a good one. But I know that he's talking the truth. And I waited so long. I tried, I gave, I participated, I sacrificed, I was manipulated, I was raped, abused, battered, abused, lied on, cheated. I was all that. And then here he comes out of nowhere. He didn't know me from Adam. And he participated in my whole life getting turned around. Now, I gave him a little bit of flack when he went against the ladies. I didn't like that. Oh boy, he got on my nerve with that one. But you know what? The more that I listened, the more sense it made sense. Guess what? I still like the ladies.
Yeah.
But he taught me from his experience, and not because he was giving me legal advice or blah blah blah. And nobody did that for me. He did that for me. I felt like he was doing that for me. Let me tell you something. When I would go to church and the preacher be hooping and doing everything, spitting and everything, and then he would have a moment of clarity and say something, and you would feel that he was saying something specifically to you. This is what this man is doing. He's just leaving out the hooping part. And he's talking specifically to people. This is for you. This is for us. This is for us. I love it. I love it. I'm very excited about it. In any condition I'm in. I've showed up with these Akims, and I'm getting different conditions, and they just took care of me. They didn't make a big deal out of it. And when they didn't, if I showed up in a condition that they didn't like, oh, I knew it. Okay. Just so you know, this ain't no boys club. This is clearly a man's club. So anyway, I digress. Yahuah, God, is sovereign. And we are sons of his. Now let me tell you something. The name of the Father is in the name of the Son. Now I don't know exactly where I read that, but the truth is, my son is named after me. It's a simple thing. You just have to take it from the Bible and bring it into your life. The easiest way I found to do that, and the fastest way, is to not change the word by, taught, or tittle, but just put my name in certain scriptures. That's all. Let me tell you something. If you give a child a Bible, and if they got a crayon, well, you know what's going to happen. Okay. So I'm kind of like that when I'm saying I'm putting my name in certain scriptures. That's all. So you just put your name in places. In place of, like, say, David. Just don't put your name in a place of a witch. Unless you're going to be like that guy. Okay. I'm sorry. I digress. I was getting ready to ramble and rant. Just put your name in the good places. Let me tell you something. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of Yahuah. So you have to kind of reconcile yourself with that. And then ask for forgiveness and repent. But let me tell you something. This is a good time to repent. If you're new, if this is the first time you heard a group of black men, you know, I'm only calling them black men, you know, because you're new. We may not say this word that often, but you have to repent. Let me tell you something. Jesus is not coming back to save you. Now calm down. Calm down. Just use your brain. Why would he come back here to save you and you can receive salvation every day? So he's going to come down here and say, oh, well, you didn't get it and you're like 90, but here, you know, I'm going to give you salvation when I come back. That's not going to happen. Just kind of look at it like that. I know you're going to hear a lot of things on here coming from these Akians, these special appearance being made by these Akians. This is a special appearance. Let me tell you something. They don't have to do it. They don't. Shout out to Justice Rahim, because we had a chance to get a look at him today. He looked vulnerable and he looked humble. That was good. That was a good shout out to him. It changed my whole thing on him. Full stop on that. They're talking about outside planets coming in here. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Coming in here, they're talking about UFOs, they're talking about UAPs and stuff like that. They're talking about everything except salvation, just to keep you from receiving salvation. And let me tell you something. Once you receive salvation, you're not going to lose it, because the one who gives the salvation said, once you're in his hands, oh, no man can take you out of it. Oh, you just might as well forget it. Now, you could be a old drunk like me, and I'm still be in his hands. He's not going to drop me. And he has chasing me And he keeps chastening me. It hurt. It hurt. It's kind of like that whooping you get from your parents when they say, this is going to hurt me more than this is going to hurt you. It's that kind of thing. Make the Bible real. Yahuah, God, is sovereign. You're not going to get around that. You don't have to. Why would you? Here's what we used to call it when we were growing up. Now, this is a antonym that I'm getting ready to give you, or an anonym, or whatever it's called. There's synonyms and there's antonyms. What we used to say was, the devil made me do it. And that was a pretty real statement. It really worked. It actually went viral. But you know what? God made me do it. Yahuah made me do it. Don't go viral. I don't know what it is with these people, except for one thing. 1,000 shall fall at your left hand and 10,000 at your right. And if you're paying attention and if you're doing the math, that's happening right now. And it's been happening for a while. You have to get saved. You should get saved. I want you to get saved. Before it's too late. You're going to be in 1,000 or you're going to be in the 10,000 or you're going to be in the 144,000. You pick which one you want to be in. I'll take 144,000 for 100. Do it today. And then it'll be over with. You don't have to worry about it. If he accepts you, you don't have to worry about it. Let me tell you something. Just because you receive salvation, that don't mean you're going to be perfect. And whoever told you that was probably the same person that I was listening to that made me think I had to be perfect. So I quit following the Most High. Sometimes people call him God. I just call him Yahuah. Imagine my surprise when I saw a picture of a black Jesus. Wow. Imagine that. Now, to be fair, I didn't have to accept the white picture of the long-haired Jazier Bozier, but that was the picture that I thought was him. But something happened when I saw that black one. Something happened when I found the true disciples of Christ, and they showed me the scripture. They didn't, come over my house or anything like the Jehovah's Witness. But they showed me in the Bible the description. And it just woke me up. I wasn't mad, but I bet you I won't have any pictures of Caesar Bozier anywhere. And don't let me walk into a house of any of my family members that do. Because it'll be the last day that I ever come in their house. Because if I don't tear anything else down, I'm going to tear that. No, psych. My sister got one of his Caesar Bozier images right by her son. And the only reason why I didn't go get it, because, the son's in an urn. I was like, oh, Lord. Oh, boy. This ain't easy. But there's going to be a reward for you that you can't imagine. My rewards are just coming through. I've been blessed all my life. Nobody I never wasn't alone in a fight, which makes perfect sense because I was only in two of them. At least physical fights, but them other kind of fights, whoo boy, I've been in a fight for my life since I was born. Jeez. And now, calm down. Now, calm down. When Hamashiach was born, the guy who was the king tried to find him, and he killed everybody that was 2 years old or younger. Whew, boy. So when I was about 4 years old, I'm just trying to help you make the Bible real to you. When I was about 4 years old, I started being taken to church.
Well, it's almost 1 a.m.
Oh, sorry, I had my headphones on. I took my headphones off.
Uh,
So anyway, you can do it. Here's how you can start. Show love. Everything is about love. Yeah, you're going to get mad. Yeah, you're going to get pissed off. I got a bucket of water right now by my door. And the next time my neighbor comes out of that door and singing her little good morning song, she's going to get wet. Okay? So everything ain't going to be smooth. Everything ain't going to be perfect. But if you're in his hands, and you're not going to get in his hands unless you receive his salvation. He's not coming back to give salvation. And if you are not one of those people who get caught up, as described in the book of Ephesians in the Bible, that's fine. You were supposed to be left down here to help these people. Hey, he's only going to take 12,000, but that don't mean you're not going to make it just because you missed that 12,000 kind of scenario from your tribe, from your family, from your heritage. You'll do fine. You'll be down here to help these lost ones. Because when he comes back, it's over. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. Handing out the little Hare Krishna flowers at the airport. He's not doing it. You can read it for yourself. You're going to. I was talking to Godard earlier today, and he was trying to explain how he shares the message part that he has to share, and he just happens to be a person that reads. He happens to be a reader. You could tell he's a reader because every time the Kahan needs a reader, he's one of the people that the Kahan relies on to read. So what do you think he's going to say? Well, you have to learn how to read. He's quite consistent. He's right in line. And you're going to have to read. Just read a little bit. Read a little bit of the Secure Party Creditor package. Read a little bit of his book. You don't have to read his book in a year. Just read a little bit. Yeah, you'll make mistakes. I made a mistake. I told somebody something about their birth certificate. The Kahan didn't miss it. It's not their birth certificate. And I understood that because it's not signed. I didn't sign it. It's not my birth certificate. I understand. But sometimes when I come across wrong. But you're going to get corrected here. And he didn't kick me out the group. This is the place where you can come and grow and keep hearing the same thing until it clicks. And then you'll try to put it in effect, and then you'll have a stumbling block thrown in front of you. That's all. That's all. You're not going anywhere. You're not leaving the planet. Do something for yourself. Get your salvation and then just learn. If you ever took a test and got 100 on it, and if you got 100 on all your tests, okay, there ain't that many of us. Maybe two on this channel that might have got 100 on all their tests. But I'm telling you right now, I'll settle for a C. And be there every day because I heard 100% of the content. So I know 100% of what is being said here. But I still messed up. That's how easy it is to mess up. This is why faith comes by what? Wait, what is that scripture? Faith comes by hearing and hearing. Try to be doing something about it. You hear something, do something. Don't be hearers of the word only, but be ye also doers. That's all. That's all. You don't have to do the whole security party crackage, the whole security party, the whole secure party package all in one day, because you're going to end up saying, okay, I certified my birth certificate. Now what? Well, that's because you try to do it in 30 days. You did it and it worked. You don't know what you did. And it's the same thing with Yahuah being sovereign. You're not going to understand everything that Yahuah wants. Ask Moses. Every time something went wrong, he had to climb back up that mountain. And let me tell you something. I was with these Akims, and they climbed the mountain. Sheesh. And then I was blessed they paced themselves. Because what's the guy's name? Benaiah, he was running. I was like, okay, that's different. I didn't say anything to him because I was too out of breath trying to walk in a crisscross pattern, trying to make it up this mountain. He was running, didn't bother. He might have been sweating, but it wasn't dripping sweat. Bet you I was. They'll accommodate you. They'll be with you on your level, but you have to participate. You can't be what does he call it? An individualite. But you can if you want to. But they're not going to cater to you. If you want to stand over there in the corner, okay, they'll let you stand over there in the corner. If you want to be one of the 12 disciples that don't walk out on the water, don't cut off nobody's ear, be the one that the Most High loved. If you want to be one of those, that's fine. There was more disciples who were like that. So I guess you feel kind of comfortable in that. You know, we're still talking about them, but you know, most of my experiences that helped me grow was when I got in trouble. No, you can stop me. Please stop me, because I don't want to get in trouble anymore. Stop me, hell.
What's wrong with this guy?
But apparently, there's no end to what I can do. There's no end to the trouble I can get in, but let me tell you something. When I met the Kahan, he gave me the words. And I'm not saying I'm slick now, but I can talk myself out of anything. Anything they put me in. Unless they just shoot me in the back. And that's not going to happen because I'm too busy going toe-to-toe with them. That's what these Akims are trying to help you do. Ask Jeremiah. Ask him. He didn't get shot in the back. And that's what I want for you. Same thing happened to Hamashiach. He wasn't running. They didn't nail him to something backwards. He went face to face with them.
All right, Xavier, I'm gonna shut this down, man.
All right. Akims, I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's almost 1 a.m. Gotta do a webinar tomorrow, most high willing.
July the 1st. How to buy a home without money.
Mm-hmm. The next one's gonna be how to buy a David without conversation. Shalom.
Oh, shalom.